Gang, what the fuck poppin', man? Hey, what the fuck poppin', man? Top of the fucking morning. Top of the morning. To everybody out there, y'all already know what up. Hit that like button, stepping into the building, man. Hit that subscribe button, you feel me? Hit that share button. All the above. All the above, man. Gang, 5 things you never do, man. You never give up. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care where you at, how you looking. You never give up. You feel me? That's just something we don't do, man. We keep going. Me myself, gang, I'm chilling, man. It's early. West, man, 612. You feel me? A little drink from the night before. You already know how it go. Honestly though, gang, you never give up, man. Niggas still doing plenty shit. Was recording a video today, man. Got my son doing a video. You already know how they go. Of course. Of course. Let's see what we got out here, gang. My boy Rashad Jamal. Always going him. Shout out to Rashad Jamal. YBC Dog. Never heard again. Man, fuck Key Glock. Fuck Key Glock. Gang, anyway, man, make sure y'all hit that like button, man. 613, gang. You feel me? What? Y'all be fucking with the battle raps? I stay fucking with the rap. You hear me? See, music is everything. I ain't gonna lie. Like I told you, I'm still creating music, still doing all types of shit, gang. Getting into it, you feel me? Need a video, man. Honestly, need a team. Shit. Need that team, man. Honestly, need that team. Because I'm telling you, gang, when I get in the music industry, my nigga, it's over. When I get in the game, not even the industry, I don't even want to say that, but more so the game. You feel me? Like, just independent. I don't even want to sign. Fuck all that. Motherfucker want to stay independent. When I get in that bitch, it's over. I ain't even gonna lie to you, gang. I ain't gonna lie to you. A motherfucker, I'm dropping everything. You hear me? Everything. Fuck you talking about. I'm talking about gang. You see, a lot of times, gang, when music. Let's see what this shit about, man. I don't even seem like nothing real, gang. See, I be fucking with the battle raps, but that shit seem fake as hell. I don't want to participate. What? Cuban Gooding Jr., you need your ass. I don't even know why you was, you feel me? What was wrong with Cuba Gooding Jr. anyway? He was tweaking. You had Diddy parties and shit, man. Get your bitch ass out of here. What wrong with Gang? What's wrong with Gang? That's what I don't understand, Gang. Come on, man. Come on, man. What wrong with these celebrities, man? They get the money and then they get to doing all types of crazy shit, Gang. And then they want somebody to forgive them more. You know what I'm saying? Still respect them. Like, fuck y'all talking about. It's over. It's over. Ain't nobody on that. I want to hear what his brother got to say. Because I already know how it's finna go. I already know his brother finna probably chop in twin. You hear me?
My brother did this movie, Boys in the Hood, and he had
Pop that shit about your brother, Gang.
this emotional scene where he's crying and punching and swinging at the air.
Yeah.
A few years later, him and I get into it. Now I'm grown. You ain't that I'm the little you beat up. I'm a grown man. And he was like, I'm on my way. And he pulled up and we squared off and
Everybody start clapping right now. We got a legend in the building. Woo! Omar Gooding.
woo! Chin up.
Put your chin up.
I'm talking about shit. Make me put my chin up.
What's going on, brother?
Good, man. I'm good.
Yeah. Man, it's amazing to have you on the couch. It's a blessing. A long time coming. We've been trying to plan this for a while now.
A lot of trying to get me on the couch.
Ooh. And it does. What makes you choose?
A lot of trying to get me on the couch. Let me talk about it.
Yeah, talk about it. Go
This here couch. No. Answer your first question. No, like, is Diddy one of them? That's not what I was talking about.
Diddy.
Podcasting wise, because you do more things. You do more than just acting, of course.
Mhm.
Not only comedy, not only music. How many people be hitting you up to try to get your story? Because now you're a Hollywood legend.
No one has hit me up to try to get my story yet, and it's good. It's kind of interesting you said that. I did a documentary. A lot happened during the pandemic. When the pandemic hit, figured other ways to get money. A lot that was working that we ain't working now. You ain't working right now. Watch this. You know what I'm saying? I did a movie called AM Radio. You can go see that on Tubi. They you up because if you're a fan of me, you fan of the work, fan of the good, and blah blah blah. blah prepare you for it. The thing is, this was so raw that everything that I gave you during that movie that was happening to me in real life. Why? Because it was during the pandemic. What happened during the pandemic? The entire planet was on the same. We was all on some. Is this it?
We was the same. Yeah.
We was all equal in the unknown. You know what I'm saying? And that uncertainty, that was just the pandemic portion. Nigga, we lost Kobe. And I'm a diehard Laker fan and a Kobeist over everybody. You know what I mean?
Come on.
And then George Floyd. What? Point the camera over and ask some emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you see this movie, just know, oh, it was almost easy because that's why it's so good. AM Radio, the movie, not the radio show. See, I got that plug in first. That ain't cold. We're doing this long ass time. We're doing this long ass time. Right now, go ahead.
Wait. Man, was it supposed to be like a sequel to radio or?
That's a good one. Woo!
I'm just
Bang, bang! He came out with him quick, didn't he?
Hit him with that.
All right, let me just put him on. All right. Now I've identified the problem. Okay, I got you. You gonna be that guy. Turn the camera on. No, it's all good.
Man. So your lineage has always been, you've got famous lineage. Your dad was the lead singer for Main Ingredient.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to my mama.
Amen. Amen.
I told my mama you was coming on the show. She said that nigga is his daddy.
Yes.
I love that. I'm glad that it showed my dad that your mom's a fan of. Because I'm feeling older and older when it's to say my mama love you.
Yeah.
Like my mama your biggest fan. Like, damn.
She definitely wanted to come up here. But
that's what's up.
Yeah. But
shout out to mom.
How was that, growing under such a famous figure?
The best way to explain it, is that it wasn't nothing. And what I mean by that is it was normal to me.
Yeah.
I don't know, you know. They say ignorance is bliss. Like if you don't know, you're missing something. If you didn't know, is this special? Everybody's dad ain't singing. Everybody's dad ain't on. This is all I know. You know what I'm saying? And we sang all the time. We went through all types. I understand this. My pops was a famous singer in. This is another place to put it in this perspective. My pops was a famous singer in the 70s for like a couple years. In the 70s, the first half. There's a lot of entertainers we know that was dope for, 4 or 5 years, and then you kind of don't hear from them for a while and something happens and life gets in the way. In this particular instance, my father had a #1 song. Everybody plays the fool, right? All over the radio, everything was good. Houses, cars, bank, blah, 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 blah. Even then, know what to do with money. Everything was either leased or rented or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So that was one thing, but it was enough money for you to not worry about it. Like everything was good.
Family.
This was in 1972, 3, 4, 5, 6. I was born in 76, right? 2 years after I was born, my pops went out to Africa during apartheid. Now, we wasn't supposed to do that back then. You know what I mean? So when Pops didn't tell him, I'm going out there to sing, what? And look, black folks, yes, and woo, everybody. Came back, he was the fool. They blacklisted him, put all his music off the shelves. He had to start over. You know what I mean? Then it's 80, 81, 82. Now I'm about 5 years old. I don't see Pops no more. He wasn't home. Papa was always a Rolling Stone.
He said Pops was gone.
And then 5 years later,
Rolling Stone.
him and my mom divorced. I always thought that he left when I was born and he lost.
Cuba Gooding Jr. I ain't gonna lie. I just feel like that. I think he way smoother than Cuba Gooding Jr. You feel me? I mean, that's just what I think. I don't really believe, he give that Cuban Gooding Jr. vibe, I think he much smoother. What y'all think? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know what y'all think, gang.
My brother, who's 10 years older than me, Cuba's 10 years old, 9 years older, depending on the time of the year. He was never home. Because he was always moving and grooving. Just being honest, he was never here. I was just as surprised to see him as you. But when he got blacklisted, he had to start over, right? So he went back to New York to kind of start his name back up and so on and do the gigs he had to do and he hustled underneath the radar. You know what I'm saying? And for us, we started to fuck over. Moms moved back with her moms. So basically, we were living in grandma's house and there's 3 or 4 of us and the dog. Finally, grandpa was like,
hey, so, they was living. You hear me? Even though they rich, even though gang rich, Omar Gooding, he obviously telling us a story like, gang, look, we was all just like some of y'all. You feel me? That's like the interview I seen the other day with RMC Mike. He was like, if I can do it, y'all can do it. And it's a lot of things and a lot of times and in a lot of situations, people believe that they cannot do what other people is doing, gang. Look, if these celebrities is able to make it, if these artists is able to make it, these movie actors and all this shit, gang, we can do the same thing they doing. You hear me? We can do the exact same thing they doing, my nigga. It's not hard. We can all make it right along with these motherfuckers. I'm talking about all you got to do is just focus. Fuck you talking about?
Y'all ain't gonna, come on now. Your husband was on the radio. Go do something. And we sat out on the road and we was home. We lived in the car. We was in homeless shelters, all types. Yep.
Wait, divorce, you go with
now
mom or dad?
I kind of jumped around. So okay. 76, I was born.
He said they was in homeless shelters and all types of shit. A lot of y'all out there, y'all let y'all problems and situations override your future, the future in your front. You let the things you're going through, you let the problems you're going through override the future in your front. Nigga, when you got a promising future in your front, that's what's crazy to me. Half of you motherfuckers got a promising future in your front, but yet you still allow other things, you feel me, and means to knock it. I ain't with it. You feel me? I ain't with it. Not at all. Not at all.
A few years later, boom, the black ball happens. Couple more years, now the money's dried up. Now I'm 5, 6 years old. Now we're living in the high desert when we were in like the lower valley area. Now, my brother,
Once
my
the
mother,
money
and
dried
my
up,
father
they probably
were born
start
in
hustling
Harlem.
hard as hell. Once the money dried up, I guarantee they dad and mom start busting extra moves, gang. Like, fuck this, look, we got to do this. We got to make this happen, baby. We got to do that. You feel me? Like, we really got to make it happen. A lot of motherfuckers out here, gang, they ain't gonna never hustle that hard. When shit get that hard for certain people, they gonna give up. I seen some people do it already, my nigga. And shit don't even be that hard. They'll give up right away. Like, fuck wrong with you, stupid? You hear me? Fuck is wrong with you, goofy? You gotta keep going. You see, that's the problem. A lot of you niggas, y'all give up so easy. Y'all give up quicker than you keep going, gang. You know what I'm saying? Even when you broke, even when you feel down, when you down and out, you gotta keep going. You gotta keep hustling. Fuck wrong with you?
Raised in the Bronx. Then they had my brother and sister, born in the Bronx. 5 years old, they moved to California. Hello.
Come on. Let's go.
5 more years later, I'm born. He found out he was in Africa. Like, he was at home for the conception part. But by the time he came out of Africa, I was the oops baby, basically. So there's that 10-year gap. You know what I mean? So like I said, the money was cool right up into there. 5 more years, boom, boom, and we had to start over. So anyway, so a lot of it, you know, very long-windedly answer your question. To me, it was just a lot of moving around. It was a lot of traveling. I was always singing. My mom's a born-again Christian. She was always singing. We on the road, we praying and singing and da-da-da-da. But the funny part is, I found out later, she didn't get saved until after I was born.
What?
So my brother and sister, who are 10 years older than me, like, just smoking cigarettes and beating our ass. Now she like, Jesus said. That's what happens when you get born again. Yeah. But that's all I knew.
Yeah.
But I was different. I was one of them. I could see it all. I could see both sides of it. I knew there was something to it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I believe in God. The Lord said, Jesus Christ, I love it. I'm praying.
I'm reading something on my phone, right? It say, Chicago residents, they ask people who they want to be president. A lot of motherfuckers said Trump.
Oh, pump some money in here. Pump some money like Trump, you know? Your message to Donald Trump. Come on, man, get us to the Super Bowl, bro.
Get us to the Super Bowl.
Make America great, man. That's all I can say.
Is he dumb?
Everyone's so friendly, right? Yeah, everyone's so friendly. I need my game. Like this. We need up in there. Who we finna let drop a bag in the hood? Who we want to get the bag? Y'all know we gonna need Trump in that. Y'all know we gonna need.
Hey, these black motherfuckers stupid as a bitch, gang. Talking about y'all know we need Trump in that joint. Y'all know, get your dumb ass out of here. Somebody said they definitely think he going to give them free money, and that's why he never get anywhere as a culture. Oh, that's why we never get anywhere as a culture, because we always looking for a handout. And vice presidents don't have a say so in nothing. And if you know why the prices are so high, because all that free stuff he was giving away, you feel me? Another bitch said what? Kid Candace. This bitch said Jared Southward, and it's because of the positions in city and state. Thank you, U.S. history class. LOL. I forget which ones though. Fool. I think y'all know what Biden and Harris did to Chicago and the U.S. plan to do this. The worst. The country been almost ever only people benefiting from them as the migrants. Taxes, food, and prices of living is at all-time high, and will only get worse. She said it out her own mouth. She don't plan on doing anything just for the black community, but she passed and wrote off bills and laws for just Asian communities, gay communities, and all the migrants that's here. I don't understand why y'all think she changed the country. Listen, fuck all that bullshit, man. Let's keep listening to the gang. Fuck all that.
But I'm also realist about life. Like sometimes, you know, you just got to do what you have to do. You have to have God in your life, but you got to see the practical side of everything. Like my father was an atheist, married to, born in.
You got to have God in your life. A lot of you motherfuckers don't got God in your life. You don't even believe in the God. You hear me? You don't even believe in a God, and that's bad, gang. You hear me? That's bad. You know what I'm talking about? When y'all don't believe in a God, like who you praying to? Who's you worshiping? Who's you going to for help? Who's you calling on when you need help, gang? You feel me? Who? A lot of times you motherfuckers don't call on nobody. A lot of times. I'm just saying. Like, let's be real. Let's keep it going. Yeah, and the cam popped up. What up?
Born again Christian. My father, he also went from Muslim to Christian, back and forth. It's confusing, especially black. It's confusing. Which is it? Our God? Is it Allah? Boom, 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 boom. And then the light gets cut off, but I was praying. Why are these lights? God helps, but son, you know what I mean? I thought I prayed the lights to stay on. No, you got to go work too. You know what I mean? So
no, and
I done seen it all.
We're gonna jump around the conversation. I want to stay in your posse, but I'm just curious.
Tequila first.
I know, right? Right.
Like, what
no, I'm curious.
Go ahead.
Cuba gets into his first movie at what age?
So, all right. So I know I should just keep pushing on. So basically,
no. I'm gonna go back to your father.
Okay, I'm gonna answer that so you can answer that. Let's see. So there's a 9-year difference between the two of us. So when he was 18, he got into the business. When I was 9, a little earlier than that, huh? Anyway, regardless of the numbers, he got in before me, and then I got in right behind him. But there's a 9-year difference.
Okay.
He did a lot of television. His first big movie was Boys in the Hood, which is 89.
Okay. All right. So go back to your pops. I'm just curious. Now that you are in the business yourself, do you feel like your pops, if you look at the money he was making or the deal he had, was it a lucrative deal, or do you feel like it was maybe over?
Oh, of course, but there's everybody over there, you know. And this is the thing, when you're an entertainer, you can be very creative and very good at entertaining. You can be very good, very creative, very good at entertaining, and have a business mind.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Or you can just have a business mind, or you could just be creative. There's plenty of different things that you can be. My father was very creative and very talented. He had a good business sense, but money-wise, I don't want to get too political and black versus white and this and that and what they get taught and what we get taught and so forth and so on. But it is what it is. It is what it is. But there's all of this. Yeah, you name all 5 of them. That actually, both on one hand, Jay-Z, exactly.
So for you, your brother, and also your sister, what was y'all career like? Your daddy, mama, they want y'all to get into the industry, but did they push y'all, or you just like?
Not at all. That's a great question. With entertainers, you either have it or you don't. There are circumstances, which is weird. I think that's why you get. That's too deep to say. That's why sometimes there's tragedies in the entertainment, like maybe they were pushed in and something like that. I don't get that, because for me, it's he should just be an actor. All right, cool, action. Okay, he's not ready. You ain't got to tell them. You ain't got to say action. They on go. You point the camera at them, it's just natural. Me, that's just how I was. I was always just on. I knew, spotlight. Oh, is this me? Is this my camera? I didn't have to take classes and so forth and so on. But it doesn't, that's just how I was hardwired. My brother took the classes, but he got the Oscar. You know what I mean? Right. Take classes. Yeah. If that's, if you respond to classes and the work and blah, 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 that's how it pays off. Me, I didn't. It was just natural for me. So anyway, with the kids, same stuff. I got 2 boys, 7-year-old, 4-year-old. I'm like, it ain't gonna be a choice. It is or it ain't. One of them is just like, clearly. The other one is like, okay. You know what I mean? They ain't both super. One play sports like a mother. You know what I mean? Like, it tells itself. With us, we weren't pushed. My brother, it was a passion for him. My brother saw his dad on stage singing in front of all these thousands of motherfuckers. Couldn't sing himself.
Wow.
But you still can't sing.
But see, you feel me? Like,
I saw that.
Even though he get to see his dad, even though we get to see his brother on stage singing and shit, like, gang, look, that shit is amazing, my nigga. That's some money coming in. Fuck you talking about. You hear me? Fuck you talking about. That's a piece of blueprint that's stuck forever with him and with his dad singing. That witness his dad being an old school music artist. You feel me? Like, come on, gang. Shit crazy, man. See, I'd be happy if I was him. And then Cuban Gooding Jr., I don't know what he was thinking. He went along and fucked his whole life off, gang. He didn't get no fuck. That nigga went out telling white women, ended up like OJ and shit. You feel me? Like, come on, Cuban Dream. Shout out to Cuban Dream, but you need your ass whooped, gang. Fuck wrong with you.
Saw the interview. I can sing now. But I mean, especially compared to my father. This man died at 73 years old and was hitting the same notes he hit when he was 20. Same notes, and he hit the high notes. He wasn't still baritone. No, this was killing it, you know what I mean? So anyway, it's Steve Kerr. So he wanted to be, he knew he had to be on stage, and it was boom. Me, same thing. First thing I did was a play in 4th grade. Or I did a play 2nd grade, 3rd grade, whatever the case. 4th grade was the talent show. That's when I started doing my shit. And I memorized The Show by Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick. And my partner did Slick, I did Dougie Fresh, we performed that shit. And I was bit after that. Next, I was writing raps and sitting with the 6th graders just rapping. I'm like, I got one, you know what I mean? I bust my little, you know. And then it just went on there. But I stayed in school. And that was my thing. But they didn't know it. I'm the youngest. Just play, have fun while we do this shit. You know, we homeless and going to the hotels and all. It's like, this is fun. Next hotel. They all sad and crying. I didn't know. I was having you know what I'm saying? It was all, you know, relative to me. And my sister, she just stayed clear of all of it. She was just kind of like, y'all do that. That's y'all. But it was easy because, you know, my parents being older, they were like, the men get the money. The men do this. Oh, you know. My mom was a singer as well. She had a record deal. She was part of the Sweethearts. And then they changed the name to The Level. She signed to Brunswick, all that, blah, blah. She had a whole career. She met my dad out in the circuit. Shit in the circle, boom, boom. You making any money, boom, boom, boom. They got together. They got married. She said, all right, I'll raise the kids. You go on and do that. Right? But it was a blessing because she's raising the kids to be entertained. She knows all this. So shit she's saying ain't just regular mama. I got to get you, blah, 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 blah. No. Let's get us up. Like, boom, boom. When your dad called me, he gonna beat you too. It was black black household. Trust that belt shit, it was real. But that's what it was. You know, she was running the house in the sense of, look, this is boom, boom, boom. He's getting this money. Y'all come in your own. But it wasn't like you have to do this. But if you're gonna take an interest in this, then I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it. And she was hands-on. My brother was older. He was like 18, 19 years old. I was 9. So the difference is she was my manager. Because that's still my mom telling me, look, man, go in there and do this. All right, you got to audition for this show called Webster. When you get in there, you got to be different. When you get there, it's going to be a whole room full of all look like you because they match the description of the role that they thought. So what are you going to do different? I don't know. What is it? What is the role? I'm an announcer. You're an announcer? What do you say? I say, and now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sammy Club. And from the stage is blah, 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 blah. She's like, all right, is that how you're going to say it? No, I'm just telling you. What to say it, how you going to say it? Oh, okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sammy Club. She's like, you're not smiling. Use your teeth. Your teeth are your money. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you're right there, right here. Hey, now she's smiling. Now he's smiling. Work the room. I said, okay, mama, okay. And then I'll get the part. She's like, maybe. We gotta think. You don't know. Well, we got to think of something else. What's going to stand you apart? And we brainstormed. We said, oh, I know what we're going to do. I took a microphone, put it into my jacket, tucked the cord in. And I walked in looking like everybody else. All right, what's your name? Omar Miles Gooding. I always said my full name. Omar Miles Gooding. I always said Omar Miles. Hey, Omar Miles Gooding. Okay, you ready? Yes. All right, and action. The cord hit the floor. I said, and now, ladies and gentlemen, they all went, oh, to the cord. And I booked that.
You go, man. That's
you know what I'm saying? And then I kept that as a standard. They're like, oh, you always got to think outside the box. You always got to be creative. Is this something you want to do? And when she told me, I didn't go, oh, what do you mean? Oh, Mom, are you serious? Oh, well, how do I do this? No, I listened. Just bet. You had to tell me but once. And then, so with lineage, if it's in the blood, if it's this, it's that, do you think this kid's got it? Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. You ain't going to have to guess. It ain't going to be hard to know whether or not, he's on. You just tell him. You tell him something. Is he listening? It happens with sports. I see my kids starting sports now. When you don't listen, draw something.
Right.
The shooting out there. I just want to keep practicing. All right.
Come on.
Now,
You got a woman.
now that you, since it came so natural to you, do you think had you went to school and got that education, you would have been more?
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. I learned on the job. And when Tim said, what do you regret about school? That I learned different.
Yeah.
Me. I know me. I can't talk about everybody else. Me, I learned different. I'm sitting there, the teacher said it one time, boom, 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 boom. Everybody listen, boom, boom. I'm like, okay. Wait, say it one more time? No. That's the USD. They don't get you don't get to ask a question. Wait, what's the part about this? Oh, were you weren't paying attention? Or were you talking to somebody? Oh, never. That's not how I learn. I learn by repetition. Say it again. I have friends, one of my best friends in the world in here. We talk about it over and over and over. And about the fifth time, I'll be like, no, okay. He's like, now you get it. Yes. He knows me. That's how I learn. You know what I'm saying? And some kids, the same thing. I feel sorry for, we're hard on teachers. It's a tough job, but it's necessary, man. We gotta figure some shit out. Ask me another question, man. I'm gonna get too deep. Go. That's what they do with these teachers. She got sad.
When I first got introduced to you, it was Wild and Crazy Kids, right?
Dope. Let's go.
Now you see Nickelodeon, they drop a whole crazy documentary.
Yeah.
Did you see anything weird in Nickelodeon?
No. So 2 things about that. So help me. Okay, remember your question because I'll get off track. 2 things about that. For one, it was just a different era. My oldest is 7. One of his friends at one of the little parties asked me, he's like, oh man, my friend said you're all Nickelodeon. That's great. He said, how many Kids' Choice Awards have you had? I go, I did Nickelodeon before they had Kids' Choice Awards.
Right.
Like that's how long ago. So for one, it was an entirely different time. I don't know if dude was there at the time, but I never. Never.
He didn't bloom.
Yeah, but then also, the reason why I don't have all these Cat Williams stories is because of how I was raised. And when I say raised, I mean the people that I listened to that was giving me game gave me the right game, and it was like, okay, go to the party and then leave. You don't have to stay to the morning. Don't have to go up. I would tell this to the women, the young ladies that I've worked with, actresses, and they're just they're frustrated, especially black. And I'm only talking about, don't ask me no question. But the black women that but the sisters that I've worked with, and they without even asking, they're just talking and venting like this. Like, how do you get that? And I'm like, look, sometimes you got to lead them on. Leading them on is fine unless you're already in the hotel room. Let them think, okay, play the game. They playing it, you play it. You know how many women are in the room that are just boom, 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 but they're not, but they cool to be with or hang around and this and that. You be like, one day I'm gonna get that. You know what I mean? Yeah, right? You be like, well, I'm a cool woman one day. Yeah, one day they never come because she's smart. She know how to just use her femininity. Just, like to be around women most of the time. They just be here. I'm mad at the ratio in here right now. But what? What? You ratio. But I'm just saying, me, I was just, and it wasn't even taught. A lot of people are like, do you hang with such and such? Oh, you work with that dude? So y'all good friends? No, I don't hang with that. I got common sense. The one thing I was blessed with, superpower was common sense. If I go out to fight, go out to fight. But if I go out and get into a fight, who I want to hang with? I just watch, they got a pistol. But I want Leonardo DiCaprio, and I hope that he can fight when the shit hit the fan. It was common sense. They saw Baby Boy, he was confused. Why? I live in LA. Who the f think I'm affiliated with?
Boy.
You really think I'm hanging out with these cornballs? Okay, you keep watching Wild and Crazy Kids if you want to.
Yeah.
So, was there any sibling rivalry as far as acting?
Not at all. Too far of a gap.
Too far?
If we was 2 or 3 years apart, maybe.
Yeah.
But that's my big bro, period. He somehow pull out a karate move and get a little stronger. It's
as old as
it's just my big brother. Like, I've never cried from getting hit, except for this who punched me in the arm once. Like, remember, that distance between get it caught in the chin and it's boom, boom, when you fighting this old boom, boom, when you was little, when you just get, why am I crying? Like that, when it's all over beating me up.
What is the stupidest thing like me and my brother, we fought over a ham sandwich one time. What's the
I bit his thumb. trying to get a Snickers or something. It was just like, yo, get a bite. And it was like, ooh, I said, and I bit it, and I bit too. Mom came in, what happened? I'm crying and chewing. That's some fucked up shit. He's like, he bit my thumb.
That's a meme before a meme was a meme. Which was recorded.
Not the biting the thumb. No.
So why did you stop Wild and Crazy Kids? What was the end all be
just
all?
ran out. So check this run out. So I get in the game. I was 9 years old. Let's see. I did a couple of that. I did Webster thing. I talked about that. Yeah. I did Ghost Dad with Bill Cosby.
Yeah, 1990, yeah.
That was dope. And then right around the same time, Wild and Crazy Kids was a summer show. So I was regular school kid. I never went to schools. I was going to regular school. Tuba Lake Elementary, North Hollywood High School.
If you remember
that. During the summers, I would do Wild and Crazy Kids. There was no reason. I mean, we didn't hear the ratings were bad or no. Yeah, it went 3 years and
done.
And that was that. And then immediately after that finished.
And that was some old school shit, man. A lot of y'all wasn't there for that, man. If you don't remember that, you feel me, it's all right. But if you remember it, hit that like button. Like I said, a lot of y'all do not remember that shit, man. A lot of y'all don't.
I auditioned and booked a presentation, right? A presentation is when you, I don't think they do these no more, but back in the day, it would start, right? They don't do these no more. It would start with a presentation. We have a show we want to do. And they casted me in that. That turned into a pilot. And then that pilot, we reshot the pilot and we gave it to, ABC picked it up. And that show is called Hanging with Mr. Cooper. And ran for 5 years consecutively after Wild and Crazy Kid.
If anyone remember Hanging with Mr. Cooper, hit that like button right now. That was the fucking shit. I ain't gonna lie to you. That show was the shit. A lot of y'all might not know about it. You hear me? Like I said, a lot of y'all might not know about it. I definitely remember that show, my nigga. I grew up off that show. You know what I'm saying? One of them shows that you watch coming home in the afternoon. Yeah, you feel me? One of them shows you get used to in the afternoon after school. You feel me? Finding your favorite show, finding out what you like. That's what that was. I used to love that show, gang. Can't lie to you. Can't lie to you.
Just say this, if you need to go back to it. One of the executive producers that worked on Hanging with Mr. Cooper started a new show right when Hanging with Mr. Cooper ended, and I can tell you the whole run and how that all happened. And it was called Smart Guy, and I jumped right on that. Go ahead.
All right, so let's go back. Ghost Dad.
Yeah.
You're with Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
And this is after the Huxtables. I think
that it was related to the other question. Go ahead. If I see where you're going,
you see where we're going. Well, before I drink
this pudding.
For those who need to remember,
too easy. Go ahead.
For those who need to remember your character.
I need you a drink, young man.
On Ghost Dad.
That's so wrong.
Young man, come here. Come hither.
My trailer.
No,
at least we laughed. Go ahead.
So you were the neighbor in Ghost Dad.
Yeah.
But that's don't remember. There was one scene in that movie that kind of up in regards to a young.
I gotta put the drink down.
And a young black boy getting locked in the box where Bill Cosby comes to save him.
Okay.
And I look at that today like right there can't really play out how it does today.
Can't play out now.
Yeah, it's like
it's a little black kid getting
locked. The little black kid getting locked in the box, but because you opened the door to it. When Bill Cosby, at his age now, gets hit with that indictment, what goes through Omar Gooding's head?
They can get anybody. They can get, if they just say it's your time.
Damn.
If they, this man, especially just being black. How do you lead? How do you succeed? How do you do that? How do you make change? Let's make change unless they don't want you to make change, and then you either get killed or killed.
So nice message. Yeah, that's a real. That's real. That's real. I'm always curious whenever you're around somebody, and mind you, you know, probably this is a small portion of your life and you're young, but when you hear about it, does you ever go back and think like, let me think, were there times that I might have missed something as a kid that I should have saw?
Sure. I didn't finish the other part. I'm talking about my mom.
Please. Yeah, please.
She was dope, but she was very street smart. I keep saying that she's smart. She's very street smart, and at that time, it was dope to have one of those type of mamas. It was funny. So, okay, glasses on. So I was watching that. I watched the Nickelodeon. I had to watch the documentary, and I was just like, oh, yes. But again, it was just way before my time. But I was listening to some of the stories, and they were talking about, and this is fucked up, man. You actually see my eyes when I'm talking about this. When I'm watching how the parents handled the children and their involvement and being hands-on and being present and what they said the parents could or could not do. A lot of that doesn't compute to me. I'm 47. My oldest is 7. I've only been a parent for 40 years. For 7 years. But even before that, I don't understand what you're telling me. We're all taking the kids over here, but you can't go?
Right.
Well, I don't. Are you the police? Are you going to lock me to the chair? How the are you going to stop me from going and seeing what my kid is doing? That doesn't make sense to me. There's things that you can't control. You let them spend the night, da-da-da-da. That's already your fault. He was there and they did it overnight, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's fine. I can't hold you. But you're in the same, we're all here. You imagine any of your kids right here. That, I'm going to take your son over here, but you're not allowed to go.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah. I don't give how much he's being paid. That's when the checks stop. If that's the problem.
That's on some Nickelodeon shit.
No,
some parents have come from desperation.
There's no reason why, and this is just boxing. There's no reason why your child is working and they're actually controlling you. You're going to fuck up their bag, and it's going to you.
And you know what's crazy? Because this is what took place in Nickelodeon. This is what took place in a lot of these child or children, TV shows. You feel me? A lot of times they'll get their parents a check. They'll get their ass some money, move them around. Look, gang, we're going to control your kid. We're going to control what they do, how they work, how they operate. You feel me? All you got to do is take your bitch ass back home, take this check, go cash it, party. You feel me? And we got this over here. We're going to make sure we do what we got to do to manipulate your child. And that's what they do, gang. So you got to watch out for these rich motherfuckers. When that check come, they'll sign that motherfucker and make you think, they balling out. They'll throw you that check, gang, and have you sign your child over. It's over.
Worthless piece of shit. What are you telling me? But what take the son because it's all about this bag. Go yourself. That's an impossibility. Now, the sad truth, which whoever y'all edit this, we'll talk about it later. But the sad truth is they don't think they have a choice. The problem I have with that is, what the do you mean? Just in what scenario? What is the worst case scenario here when you don't think you're allowed to go with your child around the corner and protect them? What's the worst case scenario?
Check stop coming.
So that's what you're willing to risk. Well, you can do whatever you want to the child as long as you don't stop the checks.
Right.
What? Whatever comes around the corner, guess what they did to me? It don't matter. Did the check come? That's how you thinking. Because what? That doesn't make sense to me. That it would be allowed. My mom, we'll just go live in the car some more.
Man, talk to
you understand me? What the are you gonna do what? And I can't what? I'm gonna you up for saying that. Now somebody gotta bail me out of jail. None of it makes sense.
And what you're saying is like these people feel like, they must have been used to something, because when you already come from nothing, it's like, oh, y'all gonna stop it? Well, if we already ain't having it anyway.
You can give them that, but that's even worse. Okay, well, if you're privileged and you're coming from something, then now what are you worried about?
Right.
You've got the money, so they're gonna stop the money. You worried about the money? If you ain't got the money, they're gonna stop the money. I've been broke before. That's where you should be at. Whatever it is, protect fucking children.
Hey, but that's
you gonna let them go by yourself?
You see, the thing is, though, a lot of motherfuckers, they care about that money, gang. A lot of motherfuckers, they do not want that money to get out of their possession, my nigga. You hear me? Once that bag is right there in the opening, they like, fuck that, nigga. It's a bag. It's a bag on the floor, and I gotta get that money. You hear me? I hate to say it, but it is what it is. Like, a lot of these motherfuckers, they will sacrifice and sell off them kids for that bag. And if that bag big enough, you better believe, man, look, they ain't not looking back. They ain't second looking. They ain't second guessing none of that shit, man. They ain't second guessing none of that shit. Like, you got me fucked up. Wouldn't be me. You know what I'm saying? It couldn't. It couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Sorry, I would not get it back. What? Hell no, nigga, it ain't important. It's not worth it.
You know, but there are people that aren't as strong of mind or that are blessed with common sense. And they go, well, maybe this is what it's supposed to be. So I'll just pray that everything works out. And then unfortunately, these bad can happen. But again, for me, I'm a realist. So I can understand why, in a sense of I can see what they were thinking, but I have a bad opinion of that thought process.
Come on.
So it's hard for me to say it's okay. It's not okay. I just don't. People don't know. It's called ignorance for a reason. There's a lot of jobs that we don't know that we could have as a people. There's a lot of things that we actually could make change if we made it change. All this voting, we have to all vote. Don't get me on them. That's why they don't ask me to make those videos. I don't believe that none of it's fair, no matter what. They always pick the other when I vote.
God damn it. We gonna take it there.
I got it right one time.
Yeah, right.
Well, twice in a row. Right?
Twice in a row.
2 times. I was like, oh, okay, do better. Other than that, it's been wrong.
We remember 08. Let me ask you, coming off of the Wild and Crazy and going into hanging with Mr. Cooper, how did that come about for you? One audition, one and done?
Yeah, no. It was like so again, it was a presentation. And it was a long process, man. I learned to be. I told you how I started with auditions. So for me, auditions, I loved auditions. It got to a point when I walk in the audition room.
Here, come on.
No. They'd be like, "Damn, can we get a job?" I laugh. Nope. Yeah, and I don't play either in the audition room. I don't do the laugh shit. I go in, I sign in, and I walk in the hallway. I go around the corner, and y'all ain't because everybody in there on their shit. You walk in and just sit in that room trying to wait with everybody. Hey man, what are you doing today? I don't want these shoes you got on. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, he's up. You know, forgot everything. Talking to you and all this other shit. Shut the
Throw me off, nigga.
You know what I'm saying? I go out there, I concentrate, I get my thing, bam, 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 and you work the room.
Yeah.
When you're auditioning for something, no matter what it is, any job on every fucking scale, the people that are going to hire you want to know that you are a person that they want to be around.
Yes.
So you have to work the room.
That's the first thing.
Be it comedy, be it just being polite, there's plenty of ways to work somebody. We've seen bad movies and TV shows and terrible songs and all that. The motherfucker they hired, it's terrible, but they're real cool to be around. Or they or they this, or they I'm just saying there's a layer of that they doing that's making you go, well, that's why they got the damn job. That's where the couch, we talk about the couch, I was joking about earlier, but that's where the casting couch came from.
That is.
And she's gorgeous, and she's the star. Hey, that.
Plus and a plus.
And you like to look at her, and that's enough, you know. So guys, how these niggas got jobs?
So, do you? Yeah.
Somebody might.
Hanging Mr. Cooper, that was one and done. You got in there, did it, boom, you're on the show.
It was a process, though. No, I was just saying I was audition guy. So I think I auditioned a few times, then I booked that. Then it went to that. I was just sure. So this is the journey. This is the struggle. Everything wasn't just, oh, he got it, he auditioned, he won, and this and boom. Hanging with Mr. Cooper. I auditioned a couple of times, call back, another call back, book. Now you got a presentation. Shoot the presentation, book off for a couple of weeks. Hey, guess what? It's now a pilot. So you go reshoot the pilot. Pilot gets sold. A couple months go by. Guess what? Now we're going to series. All right, series. How many episodes are we shooting? 25 episodes. Oh, great, but you're not a series regular. What does that mean? That means you're not in every episode. You have 7 out of 13 episodes, which means you may be in half, and if they like you, they'll put you in more. Now, for me, it made me hungrier. I wasn't just a series regular. I had to fight every year. Season 1, I'm in half of the episodes. 2 and 3, the same. I'm in half of the episodes, a little more than half, I'm in a little more than what they guaranteed me. They said, all right, we got to put Urban in this a little, boom, boom. And in the final 2 seasons, a brand new executive producer comes in, buys up the whole show for 2 straight seasons and made me a series regular. Now I'm finally a series regular on an ABC TGI Friday show. Runs for 2 seasons and then bam, and then Smart Guy.
How was Mark Curry as a person, as a comedy?
Dude, great question. So Mark Curry, he taught me so much, which is dope, man, because, you know, as we went through that whole process that I told you, this is how you shoot a series, a TV show back in the day, a regular sitcom. You get the script over the weekend. You read the script, okay, get ready. Monday is the table read. Show up on Monday, and it's just the whole cast sitting around a table, and then behind us is a row of executives and producers and they're just listening to us now talk out the script for the first time. And that's what Monday is, a table read. Finish the table read, everybody goes home. Boom. Tuesday, you come in and you start blocking. Blocking is the movement that you do. I walk in the door, I sit down on a chair, I read this line, then I walk over here, blah, 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 blah. And you work all of the scenes out on Monday. Tuesday, you do that again, but there may have been some casting changes, more people, whatever the case is, you do it again, boom, boom. And then Wednesday, you do a run through. Run through is when you go through all of the scenes in a row, and the whole producers all sit there and they watch and they make their little notes. And you go to the next scene and they make their notes. Boom, boom. Thursday, you do it for the studio now. Now, the studio is like Warner Brothers, this and that, and the third, boom, boom, boom. Now, they're coming in and they're making their notes. Now, you take all those notes after the 4 days go, and then Friday comes and you have the live studio audience. The studio audience comes in, and now you're really nervous. It's live. It's the studio audience. But you get to start over if you need to, or if you make a mistake. Think about making a mistake with the live audience is you got to start all the way from the top of the scene. So the pressure is on to run that all the way from the beginning of the scene to the end. If you stop, let me get that line again. We got to start all the way over again, right? That was the process. So what I learned from Mark Curry was when we get the script over the weekend, make his notes. I didn't know he was a stand-up comedian. I didn't know he was dope like that and was rocking stages and cursing and doing all type of wild like that. Never knew that. So when Monday came rolling around, I would read the script. I'm just happy to just read the lines. My thing is every line they give me, I got to make it the best it could possibly be. I may have a line that's not even a punchline. It may just be the setup joke. But that setup joke gonna be funny too. That setup line gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna find a way to say, where did you go? I'm gonna make, where did you go? Where did you go? I'm gonna do something, my voice something, and make it so they go, ooh, that's funny too. Let the audience laugh and then move on. But anyway, what I learned from Mark Curry, he would just change the line. He would just flip the whole line this whole different way. Where did you go? He don't even say that. And he said, I know you left. And when you came back, then I was like, wait a minute, that's not even in the script. Hey, I'm like, you can just adapt like, and they're laughing. And I was like, oh, snap, that's how you improv. Okay. And then I learned timing. When you read the script, it's just like this. Where did you go? I came back to the store. And when I came back from the store, you had just walked in. Okay, and action. Where'd you go? I don't know. Ha, 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 ha. What do you mean I don't know? I don't know. You went to the store. The store? Yeah. And then you walked in. I was like, well, damn, that was dope. The way he said it and broke it down in little pauses, added humor to it. That's timing. I'm learning this on the go. Flash forward to about 5 years ago, we did one of his podcasts, and I sat down and he said, hey, man, it's good to see you again. Love you, bro. It's amazing, man. I always thought about you. You started this at a young age, and you had the best timing of a young man I've ever seen. And I said, I learned from you. I learned from you, Mark. And I told him that on his podcast. He laughed and said, oh, thanks for that compliment. I'm complimenting my ass. I think I was out on Thanksgiving, and I had 2 or 3 homeboys in the car, and we were driving through Sunset, and we pulled up into this nightclub, and I jumped out the car, and I looked, and I said, how much? I asked valet, I said, how much valet parking? He said, $50. To say that in like 90-something was insane. Like, nigga, we'll go park on the streets. I jumped back in the car, and we drove out, and we hit the corner. We hit another corner, and a cop car got behind me. We hit another corner, and a cop car got behind me. And I was like, interesting. Then we hit the corner to get back in front of the club. And we left one of my friends there when I circled the block. We pulled back in the front, I opened the door, or my dude in the passenger seat opened the door. And he was like, get in, man. It was one of the Ford Broncos. I said, hop in. And the dude looked at me and looked at all the cop cars lying behind me. It was like, I'm good. You just go ahead. And I looked in the rear. I was like, this Closed the door, we drove 2 steps, and they said, whoop, 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 lit us up. And it was like, driver, throw your keys out the car. Driver, shut off the driver, passenger, turn around, back up. Passenger, get out, back up. Driver, walk out, hands up, turn around. As soon as I turned around, it was like I was Michael Jackson. Everybody that didn't get normally was like, oh, that's that Cooper kid. They start throwing bottles at the cop car. They breaking the cop. I'm like, what the? They take us around the corner, boom, 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 right? This is what they just did. Then they pulled us to the side and said, where's the gun? Could have started with that.
Right.
So did
I always think black people got a gun gang. That's the first motherfucking thing they want to think. Black people got the gun gang. I don't know how many times a motherfucker asked me, man, where the gun at? Who got firearms? You feel me? Firearms. Like, come on, gang. At the end of the day, man, I don't know what's up with these white people, gang. I don't know what's up with these white people. Shit crazy, man. Shit be crazy. Hey, he got a good story, though. I ain't gonna lie to y'all.
In the back.
Yeah.
Takes the man, takes it downstairs, but they got a busted window now. Thought they was f***ing Rodney King us. They take us to the station and they're like, it's your gun, it's my gun. All right, we had 2 other friends, we're gonna let them go. All right, bet. Let them go. Charge me, book me for having a gun, whatever. I had the serial number, or whatever. I'm saying too much. So I get in there. So they searched the car and find 2 more guns. And my group of friends didn't know that you're supposed to leave the police station when they let you. They don't just stay hanging around. So they snatched them up. Oh, you're still here. Good. We found 2 more guns. Now we can charge you 2. And for 24 hours, it was hanging with Mr. Cooper Star, hanging in jail. Yeah. And I got a call from one person, Mark Curry. And he said, come to my house immediately. And after my brother bailed me out and called me out, I went to Mark Curry's house the next day, and he saved my entire career and said, so Monday when you get to work, don't not say nothing and look head down and da-da. You want to get to work, you're going to have to own up. What happened? Matter of fact, I don't think he even asked me. No. He didn't ask me what happened, why were the guns in the car, was it this, was y'all shoot, blah, blah. He just said, this is how you were going to save your career. And I said, yes, sir. And I got there, and it was amazing because what he said seemed so simple. I'm like, that ain't gonna happen. And I got to work. I just said, right before we started our table read, I stood up, I said, real quick, if you don't mind, I'd like to say something. It looked like this from everybody. They were so excited that I was gonna say yes. And I just poured my heart out, and sorry, and this and that, blah, 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 this boom, 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 it never happened again, blah, blah, blah. And what? They stood in line to come hug me and all. And it seemed simple, like, duh. But I wouldn't have done that if he didn't say that. I'd have just came to work like, y'all didn't see the news, did you?
Yeah. So
is it my turn?
So sidebar, were you a street? I mean, you was in, and this is LA. We might be.
So what I'm saying is, again, to kind of recap, when I talked about Leonardo and who I hung out with, who I was affiliated with, it was just that. Yes, the people that I had around me understood the assignment. They weren't, again, I try to stay off this soapbox because I look at these bad examples of people around you and it just, fucks me up. Like, what? Why? Like, my father actually said something that he got from the Godfather movie, and it was the dope shit ever. Think like the people around you think. And when you're let's just say it, Omar, when you're a leader of men, when you're an alpha dog, you have to think about everybody around you and how they're thinking. Make sure everybody's good. If that's your role, play that role, but make sure everybody's good. So who the around you then? And as the people around you, if I try to think like them, why would I try to as the breadwinner?
Right.
Why wouldn't I protect him at all fucking costs? Why would I put the camera on him and know that he's gonna that bag, which is gonna I'm eating off of too? It doesn't make sense. So was I the street nigga? I was definitely in the streets, yes. But I had people around me that understood an assignment.
Right.
Why didn't you?
As
I was say, why didn't you just tell him, you know, before you got put over, like, hey, let me out? I'm just curious. I'm just curious.
As good as that was, because I was the driver.
So you
That's what I mean about the outfit.
You see what I'm saying? It was over.
Dog shit. I wasn't like, hey, roll, I'll be in the back. Let's see what happens. When they said, passenger, get out, I'll be the first. No, that's my car. That's why I took the charge. It's all my guns. And they was.
Exactly.
They wouldn't have bought a pistol.
And tell us he a G gang. You feel me? He said, them was all my guns, my nigga. Make sure I go down for that shit. That's a real nigga, man. That's a real nigga. We need more of them niggas around here, gang. You hear me? At the end of the day, man, that's my hour, man. I enjoy my time with y'all listening to the story, gang. You feel me? From Omar Gooden. Watch more of that, man. Y'all go subscribe to the channel. You feel me? Go subscribe. Real Life Productions. Go subscribe to Real Life Productions, man. Watch the rest of that video, gang. End of the day, man, I love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe, stay out the way, man. Stay blessed. You hear me? Stay super blessed, man. Don't be out there. You hear me? Hey, StreamYard keeps skipping, gang. Janky as hell. Like I said, man. I have to restart the live and get back in here, man. But anyway, I ain't gonna hold y'all too much longer, man. I love y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay safe. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't. And like I said, I told y'all before, go to Carnage Slaughter Topic, man. Hit that like button on all my music. Hit that subscribe button on all my music. Share, support. You feel me? Videos coming soon. I am out.